Like, what the, like, how was that even a thing? I'm essentially just donating money to you. I don't even say yes when they ask me to donate the last 7 of my cents to some random foundation that the company supports. So what the flying is gonna make you think that I'm just gonna donate money to people that didn't even do anything for me? And don't even get me started on when you go to those food places. You check out, you pay for your food, and then the tip screen comes up. And then the employees will literally do this. You gonna tip? You gonna tip? I'm breathing down your fucking neck. Are you gonna tip? They don't actually say that, but it's like you're so close to me to essentially make me feel intimidated into giving you a tip. Don't do that shit to me, because now you're definitely not getting anything. Even something as simple as thrifting for clothes. Now guys, I already suck at thrifting, and honestly I don't really like it. I feel like I have an eye for what I want, and if I don't immediately see it, I give up, I'm gonna be honest. I don't have the patience for it. But thrifting is supposed to be an option for people that don't have the money to just go out and buy new clothes. But y'all fashion dudes killed it. There is no reason why I can go to Soho and a fast fashion store is less expensive than going to the thrift store now. What are people even supposed to do at this point? You can't go outside naked because that'll land you in jail. There really ain't that many options. Cars cost too much money. Houses cost too much money. And honestly, I don't even know how my generation is supposed to move out of their parents' house because this shit is ridiculous. Everywhere you go, you're being charged more, and yet people are still not making more money. The fare for the trains, the fare for public transportation, raised again. But you know what else is raising? The crime rate on public transportation. So it ain't even worth it. It doesn't balance out, and it's bullshit. Entertainment is becoming expensive. Everything has a subscription service. And obviously, certain companies own certain IPs, so you have to buy different subscription services depending on what it is that you want to watch. So now let's say I want to watch Hulu because it has some show that I like, Netflix, and Amazon Prime to watch Invincible. That is already damn near $50 being drained out of my bank account just so I could watch shit that I like to watch. And those aren't even the only options. If you had all 3 of those services, you'd just barely be scratching the surface. And don't even get me started on gaming. RIP to people that enjoy playing sports games, such as myself. I play a little bit. I'm really trying to get out of it, but there's no competition. So if I want to play a basketball game, it's 2K or nothing. So on top of the fact that games aren't even $60 to $50 at retail anymore, you gotta spend $100 minimum just to upgrade your player all the way, and they're locking certain features behind paying again for a season pass. Shout out to my story mode games that just come out with one game, one purchase, and that's all they ask for. And it's a good game. You'd think a company charging me at least $300 to play the game would be good, but it isn't. Every 5 seconds I have to be smacked with another company advertising themselves to me when I just want to play the game.
Ooh.
KSI and Logan have been exposed yet again. So last time we talked about how KSI said he was 1 million IQ and he was fooling all of us with a fake meltdown about his song, despite crying to his friends in private and genuinely getting angry while the cameras were off. We also had Logan laughing at his moldy food product that is being sold to children and saying that his feelings were hurt by Tommy in it. But today we have a bunch of updates with KSI's best friends exposing him for lying. We have Ludwig exposing Logan Paul for allegedly pretending to drink Prime but swapping it out with water. We also got the FDA investigating the moldy Lunchly. Allegedly somebody got sick after eating the product. And we got some MrBeast updates as well. So let's start with the Sidemen absolutely exposing KSI for lying. Quick context for the newcomers, basically everybody hated KSI's new song called Thick of It, and KSI got very angry about it, and now he's pretending he did it on purpose to promote his song. The Sidemen believe KSI's anger towards the hate on his song was real.
I thought JJ orchestrated it all.
He is claiming that now.
He is claiming that.
He claims that to us now.
Know him.
We know him.
We know that at one point he was burning.
But
Hard.
But he realised he had to overcome it.
Yeah.
So now he's going to turn us and say,
But forever he's going to claim
all along.
Forever he's going to claim that. Do you know what is it when the actor, he's method acted his way into fully thinking
So all the
that.
people that were posting it, like random celebrities, like oh, this so Robbie and stuff like that. That wasn't JJ.
No, he's saying that's an arse fault. He like let into it.
on it, but then he
Are
let
you serious?
into it.
I thought that he had his network.
No.
What, reach out to people?
No.
Yeah, like reach out. There's probably actors and that. I can't remember. I saw people just posting it saying, "Oh, this tune here."
He was sat in that very seat like this, burning. I said to him, listen, you idolized Drake for so long. He's now posted your song in his thing. And he was like, yeah, I guess. That was his response. Because he was burning.
We got the train home, like Josh said, from Dublin. Where was it?
Birmingham.
No, Birmingham even, yeah. Bro was screaming on the train because we was mocking him. Like,
He said he had the worst train journey ever because of me and
he was going,
Okay, before we finish this clip, there's like a whole minute more. I just gotta say, I freaking called it, okay? Call me Alakazam, because I just used Future Sight. It was so obvious that he was genuinely raging, you literally cannot fake that much salt. Only Ultra Omega KSI Glazers, like absolute Mike Majakalak level Sims, thought that KSI was actually some mastermind just mind controlling everyone. Watch all the KSI defenders just suddenly disappear from the comment section, nowhere to be found. Suddenly can't be yapping anymore when his own best friends are calling him out. Now after this they basically say that KSI gaslighted himself so much that he actually convinced himself that he purposely lied to his 7 best friends behind the scenes when the cameras were off to manipulate them and to make sure that his own friends also fell for the supposed troll along with the internet. That delusion is crazy.
He said he had the worst train journey ever because of me and
he was going,
No,
and then he was
it was
sat there
when he came back from the toilet.
Bro, he sat there and he went, it's not fair, man. He was burning.
When he came back from the toilet, he's like, it's not Kevin.
He's having serious heart to about how it doesn't matter, right? Yeah. And then it now comes into our group chat and just says, oh no, I knew it all along, but I actually, behind closed doors, you were still.
Okay,
annoyed.
yeah, so you know.
We know he was burned.
No, but then he was saying I had to make you lot believe it too, and I was like, why would we?
He's method acted his way into now telling us that he manipulated us.
He believes it. He believes it.
Yeah.
Like he's gaslighting us now.
So much.
Oh my god, that is so stupid. KSI really trying to rewrite history completely. He was seething in private, crying to his best friends, and now he's trying to tell them, oh my god, you fell for it. Meanwhile, they were genuinely checking up on him, like asking, are you okay, mentally, as good friends do. And he just turns around and says, you're all just stupid, I'm a genius, I played all of you. I said this last video, but this guy's literally Schrodinger's idiot. Let me do something stupid, and depending on the result, let me change it and say it's a joke. Guys, you don't understand, I was only pretending to be angry to tank my reputation in all of my businesses, just to promote my song. And even if, hypothetically, in some alternate universe, right, suppose, okay, he's a master troll, is it really worth fooling your best friends into thinking you're having a genuine mental breakdown, that they genuinely get concerned for you and worried about you and have to check up on you? Like, either way, you're just a massive scumbag and a loser.
He's gaslighting us now.
So much.
He's gaslighting us, saying that, no, I've been it all along. He was never bothered.
I've got you.
Bro, you're in group chats at home, 10 a.m.
I had to message him.
Capital letters spamming out, angry.
I had to
and you're
message him.
claiming that that's us.
From time I have to send you a message and go, are you okay? You know, it's serious.
You're not sitting there laughing going, hey,
No.
Yeah.
But this is what I didn't. I kept getting. I was like, stop lying, because just accept that you was burned, man.
I'm so glad that this clip came out so that all the absolute negative 100 IQ KSI fans in the comments can finally shut their mouths, dude. People were legitimately in the comments being like, KSI totally got you, bro. You fell for it. You're so stupid. Like, Timmy, you gotta hop off, alright? I don't know how you defend this. How big of a schlong do you need in your mouth to defend this? Please tell me the exact length in centimeters so that I can mail it to you. Because this is KSI's own best and closest friends for over a decade saying that he was genuinely mad and now he's trying to spin it and he's lying about it. He was raging in private group chats, typing in all caps. He was complaining on train rides, genuinely coming back from the bathroom being like, it's not fair, bro. They had to genuinely check up on his mental state and now he's trying to gaslight them into thinking that they got played. It is so pathetic. Bro got absolutely destroyed. And KSI actually did respond to this with the tweet. He tweeted out saying, shake my head, real friends, how many of us? I mean, I don't know what that means. Real friends tell things how they are, which is exactly what they did. In fact, they're probably the realest friends you've got. And in fact, you're probably the one who backstabbed them because according to your logic or whatever, you played all of them, right? So you tricked them into thinking you had a mental breakdown. That's not something a good friend does. That's messed up. Also, what is this profile picture? He's genuinely gone insane. You can't tell me this man has not lost his mind. Here's what the replies are saying. Run it back, and we got a diss track from the old YouTube beef. Basically, KSI did have beef with the Sidemen in the past. It was partly a joke and partly serious, but of course they have a whole empire together, multiple channels, multiple businesses, so even if there was tension, it's very unlikely they would actually leave each other. Next video, I'm leaving the Sidemen. Honestly, they'd probably be better off. Like, you're kind of tarnishing their name with all the BS you're doing. Like, the rest of them are probably decent. Anyways, moving on to the most unexpected thing ever. Ludwig exposing Logan Paul. Now, before we get to this, Ludwig in the past has actually been a Mr. Beast glazer, alright? Not Mike Malteser level, of course. That guy is triple S+ tier glazer. Ludwig was like a solid C. But fear not, Ludwig is on the path for redemption. He was making fun of Lunchly that last video. He also said that unless Mr. Beast addressed the allegations, he will not be associating with him anymore or like collabing in sponsorships or whatever, which is very respectable. And in today's news, on a recent stream, Ludwig exposed Logan Paul for faking drinking his Prime. So basically, Logan replaced the Prime in his bottle with water, so he allegedly doesn't even drink his own drink. Which, if you've been watching this channel, is what I've been theorizing the entire time. Because I said these guys are boxers and they know what actual hydration is, right? They know that Prime is not good for hydration because that shit has potassium instead of sodium. So this might actually be a Pegasus double future sight combo. Bring out the Gardevoir, bring out the Alakazam, double combo. I'm on a roll.
I talked to Logan about this. This is before he did the CoffeeZilla shit. This is when we were in the box together. But I asked him straight up, I was like, yo, you ever have like a few Primes in a day and you start buzzing off that shit? Because I never looked it up. I just stopped drinking it after that. And Logan, obviously in Logan fashion, he's like, no, dude, I'll have like 6, 7 a day. I don't even bat an eye. And I was like, okay, all right, damn. And I don't feel bad telling this story because Logan Paul has sued CoffeeZilla, which I think is a major dick move. So I am being a dick in this moment exposing him. But that same day that Logan Paul told me he chugged down 6 or 7 Primes a day, he had a Prime on the set with him. And we were doing a contest where we had to use those little like needles to like crack open from Squid Game, the Squid Game cookies. You know what I'm talking about? We were doing the Squid Game cookies. And Logan Paul was the only one who was allowed to have a drink on the set. They took everybody else's drinks away because they didn't want us to use water to cheat. And me, being a f***ing cheater, I decided to grab Logan Paul's Prime, and I wanted to use it to like help my friends on my team beat the puzzle. That was what I was trying to do. So I sneakily grabbed his Prime, and I was going to put some in the cap. But when I did, I noticed the color was weird, and I took a sip. It was water. Logan Paul replaced the Prime with water. So I'm pretty sure that motherfucker is lying, and if you drink a shit ton of these, you start buzzing. Because he replaced that shit with water straight up on my fucking mama. I'm telling you, he did that shit. He did that shit straight the up. Say what you will about me, I've never put water in a Red Bull can. I drink that shit straight up. I slurp that shit down. Allegedly. This is all alleged.
Dude, I absolutely love that emoji, like the red one. I wish they had that in YouTube comment sections. It would be so much better. Now, not gonna lie, that sounds exactly like Logan Paul pretending to drink your own drink because you don't believe in your own product and you don't care about anything but money and exploiting your fans for profit. When you yourself refuse to drink Prime, that is absolutely pathetic, while simultaneously telling Ludwig you drink like 6 to 7 a day, please. If you're genuinely doing that, you got like 5 years left, alright? In my opinion, that shit will cause more damage than the nasty patty. Now, of course, Logan might watch this and start chugging Prime on camera, but the damage is done. We now know exactly what he thinks of it, that he would rather replace his own drink with just water than actually have it. And I've been saying it for years, alright? Water is the best drink, alright? Don't Coke, don't Diet Coke, nope. All the shit is bad for you. Just have water, alright? Just squeeze a lemon and put some salt, you got your electrolytes, bruh. It's not that complicated. Now, the question is, would Ludwig make up an elaborate story randomly about Logan Paul to tell on stream several months after? I don't think so. I think he's being honest because he did say, on my mama, alright? So that's pretty much a wrap right there. Now, Ludwig might not be the brightest bulb in the galaxy. I mean, this guy was stuck in Iron Rank in League of Legends. I don't know how that's humanly possible, alright? I could literally play blindfolded with one hand and on life support and intentionally troll and feed and still end up in bronze, alright? You are a specimen.
What was my point again?
I don't remember. Anyways, in the past, I would have said you can't spell Ludwig without an L, which is a factually true statement, but now I say you can't spell Ludwig without a W, another factually true statement. Here's what people are saying: no way, the Forest guy, the NFT scammer, is a worthless shill? I can't believe this. My world is rocked. Everyone knows Logan and KSI don't actually drink Prime. There's so many better drinks, they're just making a profit off the kids. Drinking water is so underrated. Actually true, a large portion of the population is like chronically dehydrated. Drink some water. If you're watching this, drink some water right now. This is actually pretty common, not that it's good, mine just common. Look at all the people sponsored by Rockstar, Monster, or Red Bull. They'll get specially made cans that are filled with water if the opening is filmed, or simply replace the liquid. Because all these drinks are just not good for you, man. If you drink Prime, you are room temperature IQ. No, actually, you started with room temperature IQ. After consuming, in my opinion, possibly, you might drop below 0. Rare base Ludwig moment, that's what I'm saying. He's coming around. Anyways, he also reviewed the Lunchly on stream.
Leave no crumbs. Oh, is there mold? No mold. There's no, as far as I can tell, there is no mold.
Congratulations, you should be buying a lottery ticket at that point. You didn't get mold in your Lunchly, probably the luckiest man alive. By the way, that product is cooked, alright? Imagine being the average mom, finding out that their kid's snack has mold in it. They are never touching that shit ever again in their lifetime, as they should, alright? You should always try to protect kids, alright? And protect...
I'm going on a date with him.
I'll take care of her. What's your favorite color?
I like pale yellow.
Pale yellow? I ain't gonna lie, I don't know how to. Chat, you ever see pale yellow?
You need to pray after this date?
Thank you. I think I left my wallet in my car. I'll be right back.
Well, it's happened again. I'm talking about yet another Kick streamer. At this point, I will never be offered a Kick contract in my entire life. Now, this update is not talking about Neon and his funny streamer Kick House that I talked about a couple weeks ago, or a particular streamer paying other people to endanger their lives by witnessing a hurricane, or even pushing someone onto a moving train. No, it's neither of those. It's something that was actually so bad that the founder of Kick had to step in and actually take a hard stance. Our culprit today is Dum Dum G's. They say that when cavemen first discovered fire, before that they discovered the Kick contract. Now, Dum Dum G's is a little bit of a dum-dum. Why? Because he is recording himself basically committing crimes, in particular Dine and Dash. Now, apparently he's been doing this for quite a while, but recently he got headline attention because he did this to a homeless person. There's no bit there, there's no like funny thing to say, it is just complete asshole behavior. So Mr. Dum Dum, again, with a name like that, you definitely have the highest IQ on Kick. He has a pretty small but interesting history in content creation. Usually one thing you'll notice when talking about a content creator, they have tried to do it before. You know, YouTubers, sometimes they might make 3, 4, 5 channels before they actually become successful, or they might have tried doing different kind of content or different kind of trends. I mean, me, for example, like if you're an old head and you've been watching for years, you'll know that I started doing Minecraft Let's Plays that were so embarrassing, I deleted all of them. And then I started doing really poorly edited MLG videos. And then after that, I started copying Leafy is Here, doing like CSGO Surf, but I couldn't play Surf because I was so bad at it, so I played Dying Light and Prototype instead. That's where the infamous "So guys, we did it" bit came from. So guys, we did guys. And Mr. Dum Dum has had similar transitions throughout his career, you know, following different trends. Like, for example, escorted out of a daycare. Can I kidnap you? Screaming in public places. Part 3. So it's obvious like a butterfly, he's metamorphosized his career many times. Okay, I am giving the guy flack, but there is one video, I don't think he made it, but it's on TikTok, and it's called like screaming in public restroom prank. And the sound effect for it is just hilarious because it can be applied to basically anything. Screaming in public restrooms prank. I don't know why there's something so like ironically funny about that. Screaming in public restrooms. I really don't like the fact that as I've gotten older, my humor hasn't just tapered out. It's just slowly getting worse and worse. So, like many people on Kick, he lives off clip farming by doing dangerous stuff, stupid stuff that society would condemn, but on Kick, it's basically rewarded. So here he is, sat in a restaurant with a homeless woman, and they're basically eating their food. He's getting the bill. You can see there it says $76.50. Obviously, that isn't too bad, to be fair, with drinks included, maybe. They've obviously ordered some pretty expensive steak as well. Obviously, the tip on the end is going to absolutely rinse them as well, because again, I know this sounds like a cope. I've never understood tipping culture in America. I feel it's really unfair that the customer has to basically pay more because the boss refuses to pay them a fair wage. It's such a bizarre culture that I will never understand. Also, for context as well, which I will get into later, this woman is apparently homeless as well. But yeah, he's doing the clip farming. He's going, oh no, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I can't pay that. I could simply never pay that.
I left my wallet in my car. I'll be right back.
So he said he left his wallet in the car. Normal, but yeah, that's. What is this? What is this Looney Tunes moment? He's skibbitying out of there, like he's just gone. Like how does anyone believe I left my wallet in the car? Why is it? Okay, I know it's Halloween, but like this is such a surreal clip. Like there's cobwebs on the car as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. Is that an Uber? That's actually a really sick Uber, to be fair. Okay, if that is an Uber, that is sick. Great. Okay, so yeah, he just got in someone's Uber that he ordered, and he basically abandoned that poor homeless woman in the restaurant, and she probably has to foot the bill. Because again, if she turns around and says, the other guy just left, like the restaurant's gonna think, that's not on me, bro. Like that's on you. You gotta pay for it. So when he's in the Uber, he tries to play down the panic that he's in because technically he has just recorded himself committing a crime, dining and dashing. And I do want to say, like, dining and dashing is not like the worst crime you could commit in the world. It's actually one of the lesser ones, but it's one of those ones that actually gets so much attention on social media because people absolutely despise dine and dashers. It's actually really weird how our culture works like that as well. Like if you dine and dash, you're basically a disgusting leech, you know, taking everything from society and giving nothing back. But then if you order from like Uber Eats and then you lie and say you didn't get the food, so you get the money back and the food, it's like you get a reward or something. And I think this really goes to show like what kind of toxic breeding ground Kick forms, because people in the chat just find it absolutely hilarious what he's done. And then, you know, people even saying, I got the clip we needed, bro. You know, like they're just high-fiving each other in the chat. Like, great stuff, guys. We just dined and dashed on some poor homeless woman. And the thing is as well, like, as much as I hate the app, I actually originally found this clip on TikTok, and the comment section there was pretty much the same. You know, people being like, how do people not find this funny? Like, this is hilarious, bro. Lamau. Because I guess if you're like a kid and you're watching this from the outside, that's hilarious, right? Because it's like, you know, 100% use of free will. He's doing something that I could never do in real life. He's so based. And I don't blame people for actually thinking it's funny. I don't mean to be like a moral Reddit white knight, but if you kind of watch it over and over and use some kind of like critical thinking and some kind of empathy, you'll think, you know, regardless of the situation, this is really sad. You've dined and dashed on a homeless woman that you've never met solely for the sake of content. And the worst thing is, it's worked. I never knew about this streamer. Now I do, solely because of this content. Loads of people on TikTok saw this clip and probably watched this streamer now. Well, okay, to be fair, that's not really true, is it? They probably like the clip that was stolen and reshared anyway, and then they just keep scrolling. Like, I'm not even joking, this clip has probably been seen by around 50 million people on like all social media platforms combined, and it probably got the guy like 2 extra viewers because of how attention deficit we all are. Another thing as well is he shows basically no remorse. He realizes that he's gonna get famous now. He's heading over to his girlfriend's place and he's bantering back and forth with chat, just saying like, what an amazing clip that he's farmed.
Is that good clips, guys? Perfect. We got the hood. Oh my goodness. We got the hood. Challenge 1 completed.
So again, it just goes to show, like, he doesn't care. He doesn't have any kind of guilt, any kind of remorse. I mean, he did film himself basically committing a crime. But again, if it's content on Kick, it really doesn't matter. And I don't want to say, like, okay, to be devil's advocate, I'm not blaming just Kick here. It's not like if Kick was wiped off the face of the earth, everything would be okay. I think this is the current meta, the current culture now. I've said this time and time again.